Results today from the Wilmer Invite. Sauk Center ends up third with a final scores of the meet. Melrose was in first with 662. Tech with 539 was second. Sauk Center third, 402 points. Wilmer in fourth, 364 points. Morris Minnewaska, 183 points. And Montevideo, 174 points. Overall, pretty pleased with our first meet. I thought we did some things very, very well tonight. I thought we competed very well. Thought the girls raced and were aggressive in a lot of their races, can still do some things that we want to improve on. But overall, I thought we swam pretty well today. The girls have been working very hard. I thought that coming off of really 2 weeks of what we kind of call our preseason, where we had good hard swimming practices, but also some very, very strong dry land practices, they performed pretty well. Definitely had some tired girls out there, but it was good. And, I think being tired at this time of the season, worn out, is exactly where we want to be. So I like that. It's good to see, and I'm excited for where these girls are going to be going in the future here and how this team is going to perform. Started off the meet with the medley relay. In third place, the team of Stella Schermers, Brooke Bromenschenkel, Addie Bick, and Carmen Locksterkamp went 1:59.29. Was happy to see them get out very strong. My goal for them was to be under 2 minutes, and they were there today. So a very good start for that group, and very pleased with their swims kind of all the way across the board on all four of those girls. In 12th place, also in that relay, was Sylvie Schermers, Liv Jennison, Aubrey Randall, and Abby Iden. Those girls swam extremely well. That's our C relay. And again, pleased to see them in the top 16 scoring points for us. The 200 freestyle, Piper Vogt had a heck of a day, and it started with her 200 freestyle. She had a great swim, went 2:10, finished third. Maisie Jennison was sixth in the 200 freestyle. And McKenna Barthel ended up rounding out the top 16 for us, ended up 16th place, had a very good swim there. First time McKenna swam the 200 in a while here, and good to see her come out and perform so well. I was very happy with McKenna's day. She swam extremely well. We were happy to see what she did. 200 individual medley, our highest finisher there, Brooke Bromenschenkel, was third. Brooke came out, had a very good second half of her race. Thought maybe she could take out that front half a little bit faster, but that's something we'll continue to work on. Having not competed that race in, I suppose, almost 9 months, it was good to see her come out and swim as well as she did. Sylvie Schermers, an 8th grader for us, 15th place there, another top 16 performer for us. In the 50-yard freestyle, we had two girls in the top 16, First, Carmen Locksterkamp in 8th place. She did very well for us. Carmen's going to be a big part of our sprints moving forward this year, so good to see her swim well. And Katie Gregory. Katie had an excellent day for us. She's a 9th grader, and she really moved up this year, I think, this summer with what she did, the hard work she put in. You certainly saw it pay off. She ended up 11th for us, and very happy to see her swimming so well early on in the season. In diving, we had three girls in the top 16. Abby Iden was 12th, Nora Thompson 13th, and Tori Marthaler 16th. We've got a good diving group. They've got a little bit of inexperience, and they're going to have to learn some new dives and continue to progress. But I tell you what, it was a good start for them. We were happy to see some good scores for them right off the bat, and just pleased at where our diving is headed. Miranda Thomas, our diving coach this year, has had them off to a good start in challenging the girls and again, requiring a lot out of them in terms of trying to do new dives and do new things. And I'm excited for what she can do with that crew. I think she's got a good group to work with, and excited to see her on the staff this year doing well. In the 100 butterfly, Stella Schermers ends up third there. Stella, again, we expect good things from her. She came out of the gate strong, especially in that butterfly. I thought she had a great second half of that race, which was awesome to see. Stella's last 25 is traditionally a place where maybe she could always improve, but man, watching that last 25 today, I was really pleased with it and thought that it was one of the better ones I've seen in a while. So I was really happy with her last 25. Also finishing in the top 16, Addie Bick was in 7th place. Good swim for Addie. Georgia Novak in 13th, and Aubrey Randall in 16th. in our 100 freestyle, and I think this ended up being our best event of the day, in a spot where we're kind of looking for some sprinters to step up and do some big things here. We had another great swim from Piper Vogt. Piper came out today and probably had, she's one of the best meets I've ever seen her have. She ended up third place with a 59.23. To see her under a minute, right off the bat, starting off the year that way, was awesome. Close to being under a minute. In fifth place was Olivia Marsh. She was 1 minute 0.17. So just a few tenths or off of being at that under the minute mark. So I was glad to see her come out and swim so strong. Carmen Loxter-Camp was 9th, and Katie Gregory again in 11th. Again, happy with that event, probably our highest scoring event of the day. The 500 freestyle was another good event for us. Maisie Jennison ends up in 5th place, Georgia Novak in 7th, and Brooke Larson in 11th. Also, Sophia Arns in 13th. So, again, getting those girls in the top 16, good to see. I'm really impressed with Georgia. She had to swim the 100 butterfly and the 500 freestyle with only one event in between. At an invite, you get a little bit more rest, but it's still a little bit taxing. I thought Georgia came out and swam extremely well, doing those two events kind of not quite back-to-back. There was an event in between, but just very pleased with Georgia and how she swam and responded to that as well. The 200 free relay, we had a great relay on that one. 147.72 was our final time. We ended up second there. That was a team of Brooke Bromenschenkel, Maisie Jennison, Piper Vogt, and Carmen Loxter-Camp. This team is motivated. They missed the state meet last year by just a few tenths of a second on that relay. It's the same 4 girls right now on that relay coming back. And I think they're excited to try to get that relay down to the state meet and show what they're made of and what they can do. So, it was good to see them come out and do that right off the bat. Also in the top 16th, our 12th place team of Violet Anderson, Aubrey Randall, Liv Jennison, and Brooke Larson, In the 100 backstroke, Stella Schermers had a pretty good race there. Ended up 4th. Just looked a little bit tired at the end of that race, but again, I know she's going to be able to come back and swim that strong. Certainly that's her best race, and we expect good things from her, and she expects good things from herself, and she'll be there. Just wasn't quite where she wanted it to be today. Wasn't far off, but definitely something she will continue to improve on. Olivia Marsh in 8th place, had a very good swim there. And then McKenna Barthel in 14th and Sylvie Schermers in 15th. So again, it's an 8th and 9th grader there. Happy to see those young kids stepping in and contributing. In the 100-yard breaststroke, our top finisher, Brooke Bromenschenkel, in 3rd place. Good swim for Brooke this early in the season. Liv Jennison in 7th place. Great to see an 8th grader cracking that top 8 for us. Certainly an event that she can be very successful in. Liz Iden in 11th and Violet Anderson in 15th. In our last event of the day, the 400-yard free relay, Sauk Center, we ended up in 2nd place there. A good swim for these girls. Olivia Marsh, Piper Vogt, Maisie Jennison, and Stella Schermers. Had some very good splits from these girls. Happy with what I saw from them to come back and take a 2nd place there at the end of the meet. They actually looked like, I thought anyway, they had some a little bit more left in the tank at the end of the meet than we usually see it for our first meet. Usually they're pretty tired. These girls have been working hard for the last couple of weeks here. To have them come out and have a swim like they did in the last event, I was pretty happy with that. Also cracking the top 16 here and actually doing more than that in 10th place was our B relay of Katie Gregory, Brooke Larson, Georgia Novak, and Addie Bick. Like I said, overall, just very pleased. We're getting some contributions from kids that we knew we were going to need contributions from. When I looked down that lineup, see Piper Vogt swim the way she did and have 2 very, very good individual races and 2 great relays. Liv Jennison come back and swim very well in her 100 breaststroke. Ended up getting disqualified in her IM a little bit earlier in the night, but man, did she come back and swim great in the 100 breaststroke. So very positive to see that. Georgia, the same situation with a medley relay. She was on a medley relay that got disqualified, but yet she comes back and swims outstanding in her 2 individual events as well. I was very encouraged. We got a lot of work to do yet. This is the first meet, and we say this is kind of step 1. But just overall, with what we did, kind of how we performed, the attitudes we had, the effort and output that we had from the kids, just very pleased to see that, and I'm excited to keep moving here. A couple of things coming up on Saturday night, tomorrow night. We have our concert for the cause. The girls are going to be obviously out there along with the boys team as well, raising money for some important things for our swim team. We're trying to get a few things, some fins, some pull buoys that we need to purchase, a water bottle filler so the kids don't have to roam out into the hallway to get their water bottles filled, and then a relay takeoff pad, which judges sometimes. And we're really excited about this concert and what it can do for us moving forward in terms of fundraising and just kind of some exposure for the team as well. And then our next dual meet is Thursday. It's a 1 o'clock start, so kind of a strange time, but Thursday at 1 o'clock at Albany. So we've got a good meet coming there. We've had good meets with Albany the last couple of years. Excited to see these guys in the pool one more time. And, we've got a few days of practice to work on some of those things that we know we need to improve on. And again, the attitudes are great. I think the effort's been there. And overall, just a pretty good start to the season. Very pleased with where we're at.